Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/PettyRevenge. In today's episode, my neighbor bangs on the floor. My neighbor banged on the wall and called the police on me, when I was out of town. Entitled Parker Gets His. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. My neighbor bangs on the floor. I have one of those upstairs neighbors that bangs on the floor every time she thinks you're being too loud, and leaves notes on your fence shaming you to the street. But regardless of the strict rules of conduct she wants you to adhere to, she herself stomp paces around her apartment and plays loud music at 6:30 a.m. while she showers. She's great fun. I live, laugh, love here under her reign every day. The other day we had our first day of spring. It was so beautiful and warm outside with a breeze that came right into the house. I went outside and realized naughty neighbor had her balcony doors open too. So I decided immediately it was time for a little DIY. I whipped out the spray paint, shut my doors with my doggy inside, and began the process of repainting the legs of my outdoor chairs. Every time my neighbor closed her doors I'd take a break, and as soon as she reopened them I was out there putting on another coat and letting the fumes be swept inside her house by that glorious spring breeze. I could hear her slamming the door a little more each time, and it was such sweet music to my ears. I made sure the entire painting process took all day so she couldn't enjoy the sunshine the entire day. It was such a great success I might take up revamping furniture as a new hobby. My neighbor banged on the wall and called the police on me, when I was out of town. This was a few years ago, when I was 23. I had a very old and possibly hallucinating neighbor that would bang on my wall when I wasn't even doing anything, constantly waking me up. I would yell back, "I'm sleeping. I'm sleep dash." Bang bang bang. Tried everything, including knocking on his door and calling him. He refused to communicate, just knocked on the wall and reported me to management for moving furniture. I was asleep. Cops got called, but I didn't do it. They saw a 23-year-old kid and were like, "Sure buddy, turn the music down." I had to prove it. I went out of town but set up a Ring camera in my room. They were on sale for like $70 and I was planning on returning it. Whenever he knocked, I had the footage. I asked my roommate to document the cops being there as well. He set up a corner for his phone and answered the door. "Hey guys, this neighbor is hearing things. OP isn't even in LA, sorry." The tables had turned. Management was at this point telling him to stop calling the cops. He did not comply. They started showing up every day, even when I wasn't home. I left notes on the door saying he's crazy. I found emails. I nearly found a new place. No, let's get petty. I arrived home with some giant speakers. Like, massive. Put them right up against the wall, and cued the USSR national anthem. He was old, so my thought was, he probably hates this shit. Plugged in a mic as well. I'm a musician so I have several lying around. Turned it up to 12, past 11. I was so excited. It was 8 p.m. I just had to why. Bang bang bang. Didn't have to wait. My ears were distorting. The mic fed back. The noise was insane. I stopped the music and screamed. I wasn't making any noise but I am now. Stop waking me up, asshole. No response, of course. He called one more time a few days later, but I was here for the cops this time and showed them the Ring video and said he was harassing me. I don't know what happened with the cops that night, but he stopped after that. Entitled Parker Gets His. This happened about 10 years ago. My husband and I went to the theater to see a blockbuster movie. It was right at 7 o'clock, so the parking lot was full to bursting. We had to park in another lot and walk. As we approached the theater, we find a very expensive sports car, I've forgotten what, parked sideways across 2 spots. We were disgusted. My husband wanted to scare the owner, so he picked up a big chunk of asphalt and carefully placed it on the top of the car, with flattened waxed paper cups underneath so it wouldn't scratch the paint. Petty, definitely. The best part, after the movie, we passed the car and found it completely covered in trash. Half-empty sodas, napkins, popcorn buckets, you name it. My husband's act had inspired everyone else to pile on. I wish we could have seen it when the owner came out. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.